Hello everyone, hope you've been doing well. Welcome to this RTA Contention season final final guide. So let's get started with a tier list I made. To be clear, I don't include every unit. Like, I mean, as you can see, like there aren't that many units. I'm just including units that I play, basically. Yeah. Like, that's it. I'm just including units that I actually play. And so quite a few units are gonna be missing, but I don't think, like, yeah, like I don't really wanna speak on like units I don't really have experience with, basically. So yeah, I'd rather keep it like that. So okay, S tier. We have Laia. Laia, okay, just to maybe preface this, I pre-ban Luna and ML Politis. If you pre-ban Luna and ML Politis, Laia is the strongest unit in the game, by far. I mean, maybe not by far, but she's the strongest unit in the game. The reason why is because Monk is a sack of shit, basically. Like, Monk wraps the entire meta. If there's no Monk, Laia is strong, but she's not near, like, she's still a very, very strong unit, but she's not nearly that strong. Like, Laia, you play Laia because Monk exists. Like, that's just how it is. It sucks, but it is what it is. Like, you have to play Laia because of Monk, basically. And as long as Monk is in the game, Laia is the strongest unit in the game. So, Laia, yeah, as I say, strongest unit in the game. She's just like, she's really good at putting your opponent on the timer because of her S3. And she kinda answers Monk, so it's harder for your opponent to pick Monk themselves, which is really nice. And then you can abuse Monk yourself because your opponent's probably not gonna pick her. So yeah, Laia. Like, just an insanely strong unit. Then we have DDR. Why is DDR so good? Simply because, I mean, like, his kit is like obviously insanely strong, but also because of the meta. Like, Laia being the strongest unit in the game with my pre-bans, DDR becomes insanely good. Like, because how do you counter Laia? Well, with injury. So DDR, best injury unit in the game by far. So yeah, but not just that. Like, DDR, like, his S3 is just insanely strong to make you like stabilize in the game if you're like falling a bit behind. His S2 makes your entire team into carries, basically. And yeah, like, non-contact sleep is just insanely strong overall. He can hold Guardianized Crystal, which is like just probably like the most broken artifact in the game. And yeah, like, he has a strip on S3, which is really, really strong. And yeah, like, he's good against Ace, he's good against Senya, he's good against Laia, like anything HP scaling, but also anything like aggro, because of, like, as I said, like, he can just tempo so well for you. So yeah, DDR insanely strong. Then we have Aywin. Yeah, it's kind of funny, like, Aywin has actually, because Aywin has been buffed, like, he got buffed like a while ago, right? But he wasn't that strong before. But right now, he's by far the best knight in the game. Like, the amount of utility he brings, on top of being extremely tanky, like, he has extremely high base HP, is just way too much. And like, he has very good synergy with everything that's strong. Like, he has insanely good synergy with DDR, because DDR strip into Aywin S3 is like, what the fuck, you just die. Like, DDR strip into Aywin S3 is just insanely broken. And even with stuff like Laia, is just really strong overall. Like, he has one remove souls, like, no one knows why, but like, why not? His S2 is insanely strong against, if you play DDR, you're gonna appreciate him a lot because of ML Sharoon. Like, he completely stops her. He completely stops, like, he's really strong against like a lot of cleave units as well. He's strong against Knackwall as well, because let's say I play Aywin plus like Elbrich units, and my opponent presses through with Knackwall, I'm gonna get to counter, because the cleanse happens before the Elbrich check, basically. So Knackwall presses 3 into Aywin, Candy, you finish, she's gonna die. Like, that's insanely valuable. So yeah, just yeah, Aywin, best knight in the game by far. Then we have Nakwall. No one likes her, but here she is. Yeah, she just wraps the entire meta because she's so strong. Like okay, so right now the strongest draft in the game, assuming no Luna and no Politis, is Laia Nakwall. And that's really annoying because Laia Nakwall, like Nakwall is really weak to 15%. Like something that DDR doesn't suffer nearly as much from. He's really, because he has like other utility that he brings. Like Nakwall is really weak to 15%. So like the strongest draft in the game is not a 100% draft. It's like an 80% draft. Like that's, yeah, that's really annoying. Like you miss one good, you miss your seal, you miss one good like reset, and then you lose the game instantly. Like you play Nakwall into Aywin, you miss your US3, you miss your reset on Aywin. Yeah, like you cannot just lose from there. You miss your reset on DDR, you cannot lose from there. So yeah, strong, like insanely strong unit, but very prone to RNG. At the same time, you're kind of forced to play her because she's so strong. So yeah. And then we have Ace. I think Ace, if you play slow, he isn't that, like you're not gonna draft him all that much overall. Like you're gonna draft him a decent amount, but not all that often. The main thing with Ace is that he's insanely insane. Like if your opponent tries to kill you without using debuffs, he's the best unit in the game. He's actually the best unit in the game because if your opponent can't one-shot him, like you have to focus Ace. Like that's the thing, you have to focus Ace. If you want to kill your opponent and they play Ace and you're not playing debuffs, you have to kill Ace first. So the way, like you're gonna have to like hit him basically, right? And if you can't one-shot him, if he counters at any time, you pretty much lose the game. Because if Ace counters you, he heals back like 50% of his HP, he heals back his team at the same time, because why not? And he's gonna do like 10k true damage. So yeah, like Ace is like insanely broken. He's just, while he's insanely broken, you won't draft him all that much because he has a specific niche. Something that like Laia, DDR, Aywin, and Nakwall don't really share. Like they just, you can draft those four, at least those first three, like pretty much every game. Those first three every game. Nakwall is kind of awkward to draft into pure aggro, like into aggro and cleave. She can be awkward to draft. But Aywin, DDR, Laia, you can draft pretty much every game. And then Nakwall, insanely strong if your opponent plays slow. Ace, insanely strong if your opponent plays fast. Right. Then we have A tier. Albedo, just insanely good synergy with DDR. She has very good damage, she makes your team really tanky. She also, like, one of the things that right now Aywin, as I said, is the best knight in the game. But because of that, you lose the adamant passive that Siarmin gives you. So Albedo makes up for that. Basically, she gives you 20% damage reduction from crits, which is insanely strong. It does, like, I don't think it's like, it's not as strong as Siarmin S2 in my opinion, because you do have a lot of wide damage in the game right now, like Laia, Ace, Senya, stuff like that. But yeah, like it's still insanely strong. It makes you a lot safer from Gala and stuff like that. It makes it a lot harder for your opponent to kill you. And then she has very good utility. She has a strip on S2. She has a strip on S2. She has strip on S3. She has defense break. She has unbuffable. She has very good cycling as well. Like she's basically a bruiser that gives you mitigation. Like what more would you want, basically? Like, what more would you want? So yeah, Albedo really strong, in part because of Aywin and also because of DDR. Like Laia, Albedo, it's good, but it's not that good. Aywin, DDR Albedo is insanely strong. Like it just, like her kits synergize, like DDR, Aywin, Albedo, like their kits are insane together, basically. Then we have Yufin. She fell off a bit because of like Senya, Ace, Genoa, right? Like of course, like those units are really annoying. Like they make playing like AoE use stuff like really fucking hard. But she's still really strong. It's just you can't really early draft her. But as a late pick, she's still insanely good. Nothing special to say about her. Belayan, kind of the same thing. If you have 3F Belayan, it's really strong against it's really strong with DDR. but I don't think it's very good against mitigation, basically. Like, it's very, very strong, but not that good against mitigation. But yeah, if your opponent doesn't draft much, like, doesn't draft mitigations, it becomes a very, very good pick. And the damage with DDR is, like, insanely high. But yeah, Belayan, you can go counter, you can go protection, Orius, and you can go, yes, 3F. Like, whichever you want. All three are pretty good, like, they have different use. You can build all three if you want, if you have 3 Belayans too, like, why not? She's just, like, a good unit to have. She stops some stuff. Most of the time, though, I'll be honest, like, she's just here because of her impact on the meta. Like, if I like, actual gameplay, she's like B tier. Actual gameplay, I think she's like B tier. She's niche, but I put her in A tier just because of her impact on the meta, basically. Because a lot of people are forced to pre-ban her just to play the way they want to. Alright. Then we have Genoa. Really, like, yeah, like, his damage is insane, but he needs to be procced. So if your opponent draft AoE and they don't have like a seal or something, you can just a stun. You can just draft Genoa, and then you can one-tap their entire team. Like, yeah. It's a very strong unit. Like, it's like the best nuker in the game, basically. LQC, I don't draft LQC myself because I don't have Tachi, but I think LQC is in a pretty good spot right now because of so many people do like... So many people play really IER right now, and they go like DDR, Shu, Ace, and they play like everything 200 ER. And then you just draft LQC and then you one-tap their team, basically. Like, you're just gonna S3 LQC onto Ace and then you're gonna kill everything. So yeah, LQC, I think she's really strong right now because of that. Yeah. Like, you need Tachi though, that's the issue, because she needs to have immunity. But she's really, really strong right now because of that. Then Bellona, she's just a Candy counter, but Candy is still fairly, like, quite often played, so yeah. Like, if you see Candy, most of the time you can just go Bellona. She's like the best unit against her, so yeah. Luluka, she's mostly just good against... Luca is really strong. Like, Luca is a very strong unit, but mostly against Cilias right now. Like, you have quite some... Like, you have a few people drafting Cilias Candy, and Luluka is a very strong unit against that, basically. But you need to be, like, mindful of when you draft her, because, for instance, she's bad into DDR, she's bad into Aywin. And sometimes, like, if your opponent goes Cilias Candy, you might as well just go green Roana. Like, it's just, like, it might just be better. Like, Luluka is really strong, but I think she's at her strongest with, like, DDR. Like, if your opponent drafts Candy, like Candy Cilias, I think I would draft Luluka over Roana if I had DDR in my team. If I don't, I would draft something. I'd probably go Roana. Candy, yeah, she just... like, for those of you that remember, like, Rem Violet, she's kind of like the same thing. She's like... You draft annoying units that your opponent have to answer, and then you draft Candy, who also requires specific answers, so, like, it makes it hard for your opponent to answer everything, basically. She's also, like, her anti-crit buff is also really strong. If you play sometimes against, like, cleavers, right, they go Ran. If you go Candy plus a protection set Knight, or, like, even protection set Candy if you want, and then have immunity on your units, then Ran can strip your immunity, so it's really strong. And yeah, she isn't as easy to draft as before, but she's still fairly prevalent in the meta, and she's still a very strong unit. Luna, I don't play her myself because I pre-banned her. I think if you play solo, she's only A tier. Like, I'll be honest, I think Luna shines if you can play really aggressive. Like, if you at least have the option to play really aggressive. If you don't have the options, I think A tier is fine. She's really, really strong. But let's say you first pick Luna, your opponent goes like Laia DDR. Like, if you can only play slow, yeah, like, it's gonna be really fucking hard to win. So yeah. Then AOL is purely an anti-cleave unit right now, but she's really good at it, so she deserves her spot in A tier. Like, yeah, past AOL. Crimson Armin, she fell. I mean, she didn't. I wouldn't say she fell off. Like, she's still really, like, she hasn't really changed. Like, she still does the same thing. She's still really strong. It's just Aywin is better right now, basically. Like, Aywin is way too strong right now, so she kinda took a step back in the meta. And then Bdom, it's my first time ranking Bdom high for turn 2. But because of like DDR, Monk, Lua, and Pera being so soft and picked right now, I think she deserves a spot in A tier. Yeah, like I think like she's just like really good against, like not really good, but like yes, yeah, actually really good against those units. So definitely deserves a spot in A tier. B tier, I won't go over everything. It's just yeah, like those are all situational picks, but they're strong in their niche basically. So yeah, like everything B tier is like strong in my opinion, just in their niche basically. And then everything that's not here, I don't really play. So yeah, like the only thing that I do play that I have played at least that aren't here, I would say RB maybe. I played him a bit. I don't really like him for like my playstyle. I do think he's okay, like the Gen RB is okay. But yeah, like maybe B tier. Who do we have? Vivian, I think she's a sack of shit, so low-key, like actually C tier. Like I think Vivian is like really fucking bad. Yeah, I think Vivian, like I think she can be okay with Silias against Monk. So like it's very situational. I think Silias plus Vivian, I faced it a couple of times against Monks, like kinda okay. But yeah, even then she's pretty bad. Like she's really pretty bad. And then last one, oh Celine. I hate Celine, so yeah, I didn't even put her in the tier list. Like I don't think Celine is that bad, but I think she's like her S2 is very RNG because you don't really want to go highest attacky, so her S2 is really RNG, and like her strength is kinda gonna depend on like who you hit with S2. So yeah, and then she like Celine is best. Like if you draft Celine, you can't like okay. If you see your opponent draft non-attack, you're gonna think, hey, this is a Celine game. No. Celine is good when you make, like, you force your opponent to press. Like, for instance, I'm playing, like, Tywin, and my opponent has no, like, I'm playing Tywin, or, like, Monk, maybe, or, like, even DDR. My opponent's gonna be forced to press a non-attack at some point, right? Because they're gonna need to cleanse, or, like, give themselves immunity, or whatever. This is when Celine is good. When you pressure your opponent into pressing a non-attack skill. If you don't actually pressure them, and you just pick her because you're like your opponent is gonna go like DDR, you're gonna go like, yeah, great, I'm gonna go Celine because he wants to press. No, she's actually not that good into those situations. Because yeah, like your opponent can choose not to press first of all, and like depending on where you rest to go into a very tanky team, you might just not kill basically. Like if you're against a very tanky player and you play Celine because they went DDR and then they go a lot of mitigation, you might just not kill and then she becomes kinda useless basically. Right. Yeah, lucky Celine C tier, but it's fine. Alright, that's it for the tier list. Now let's see, what do we do? Let's see my units maybe. Okay, I'll show you everything I have built. I think that's fine. And then we'll review common draft. Common drafts in the meta right now. Okay. I need to turn on the light. Yeah, be right back because I'm gonna go blind. Click next there. Alright, here we are. Okay. So let's see my units. Abigail, nothing special. I drafted her at some point. Right now I don't. So I mean, like she's still geared because she doesn't use anyone's gear, but I don't think she's very useful to even have right now. She doesn't really do much. Like right now she's kind of useless. Head, kind of the same. I have a full damage head to counter cleave, but right now every cleave. Okay, I think very like sometimes if your opponent goes like no anchor in cleave, so like they don't go Senya, they don't go Senya, they don't go Ace, they go like Zio, Ran, Polity, stuff like that. I think Ed can be a good last pick. Sometimes, like sometimes. Only as last pick. I like that seat really, so yeah, it's kinda useless. Genoa, just regular fast Genoa. You can go a bit slower, like with like more damage, I think it's pretty good too. But yeah, I quite like this build overall. Just pure damage. I don't really like Yard Genoa, so yeah, like I like this build. Knack Wall. Okay, Knack Wall, I think effectiveness is really important on her because Knack Wall is when you need to play against slow players. Like, she's bad into aggro. Like, she can be good in some situations, but overall she's bad into aggro. So you want to play her against slow players. A lot of slow players right now play like really IER, Shu, Haste, DDR, stuff like that. And because of that, you kinda want to go really high effectiveness. Like, I think effectiveness is better than speed on her right now because of that. Because most of the time when you draft her, it's gonna be against very like slow players, and those slow players are gonna be really high effectiveness, really high ER. And so if you don't land, you're gonna lose on the spot. So yeah. Politis, I never draft her. I don't. What did I even build her at some point? Oh yeah, I wanted to try her against Slabnancer, but yeah, if you just pivot, it's gonna dog. So yeah, I never draft Politis. Karina, I think she's okay right now. Surprisingly enough, like I do think she has a spot against like specific, like mostly. So if your opponent goes like Senya, Genoa, Gala, stuff like that, I think she's pretty good. Like, she's really bad against Ace. Don't draft her against Ace. But against if your opponent's only anchor is like Senya, she actually can be really strong in my opinion. And you don't build her counter because she doesn't really get focused anymore. You just want like some speed, like high defense and like some speed. Yeah. Elvira, she's really bad right now, honestly. Like no one is playing Yufin S3 as a win con right now, so she can be okay, very specific situations, but overall she's pretty bad. Biblis, you want her artifact, but I built mine, I don't have it, so she's bad. She's bad. Like she can be okay against Candy solo carry, but even then she's not that good. She isn't all that good, honestly. So yeah. Lua. Sometimes your opponent's gonna go Gala fastest unit, and then you're gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna pick Lua because it's a force ban, but then they're gonna be 310 Gala, so yeah, just pick more mitigation. Or be cruel. Like, yeah, I don't really like Lua. I don't like Lua at all, actually. Like, I would play Lua if I had a 310 Lua with 200 effectiveness. Then I would actually play Lua. But since I'm like 10 years from that, I don't like Lua. But sometimes in very niche situations, she can be okay. SSB, yeah, I didn't put her on the tier list. I mostly play her for fun. I don't think she's very strong, but sometimes she's okay. Yeah, sometimes she's okay. Yeah. Arya. Okay, I do think Arya is somewhat draftable right now. The main thing is she wants immunity. Like, you want 100 ER and immunity. And I can make immunity, but I lose like 20 gear score, so it pisses me off, so I haven't made it, so I never draft her, but yeah, like Arya is actually pretty decent right now if you can make like an immunity one. Like something like that. Yeah, like something like that. Like with like ER here, whatever. Like, I do think this is pretty good. Like, yeah, I would play this. But, oh yeah, I need to replay. I don't have another boot for Belayan, so. For my counter Belayan. But yeah, Arya is actually pretty decent against some drafts if you have immunity. But you need immunity because you're gonna play her against stuff like Tywin, basically. You're gonna play her against stuff like Tywin, Bdom, Genoa, stuff like that. So you really want immunity. So you don't get like silence, slept or provoked or what. Helena, ER doesn't matter at all. It's just, I don't even know why I built her like that, but realistically it doesn't matter. The main thing is you want 260 plus speed, and you want this artifact, and you play her against Cleave. Like, that's it, you play her against Cleave. I'll show after, I'm showing all my units right now, I'll show you after drafts, so you can see where you draft her. But yeah, like you just want speed and bulk. Like ER, no one cares. You just want speed and bulk. But I don't have like Laia, Senya, Bdom, like everyone wants speed and bulk. So I'm out. I don't have any more. Laia, you just want 250 plus speed and like 27k minimum HP, I would say. Like 250 plus speed, 27k HP, you can play Laia. Like mine is a bit better, but like mine isn't anything special either. Like a lot of people have like much better Laias. HP is really important. I mean, obviously HP is really important, but like if you miss kill on S3, it's gonna cost you games. So you do want some HP. Like don't just go speed. You want some HP. Otherwise, you're gonna miss kill on S3 and then you're gonna lose. So. Albedo. I think you can drop some effectiveness. Like I think like 50 or so is enough. But yeah. Like I wanna use this, man. Like 105, I wanna use this, so yeah. Yeah, this was a tech with like Clifton told me about, so I wanted to try it. The issue, like it's a tech against Monk. The issue is you need to have like ER, Gala, ER, Genoa, stuff like that, and I'm not willing to make those. So, but it's actually it can be actually be okay if you have those. Like, so the draft is your opponent goes Laia, you go your opponent go Laia, you go DDR, and then like something like Genoa, and then they go Monk, or like Bdom Monk, or like Charmin Monk, or like whatever, and then you go Christian 3 into 3F Belayan. Wait, actually, no, you go the other way around, sorry. Yeah, you go DDR, 3F Belayan, Christian 3, and then you go like Genoa, Gala, MLK Ron if you want, like stuff like that, basically like something with ER. Like I built MLK Ron for this reason too. So like Monk is gonna S3, your backline is gonna resist, Christy is gonna push ahead. Like you need Belayan so they can burn, obviously, right? So you go Belayan, Monk is gonna S3, Christy pushes ahead of DDR, she presses 3, she resets your DDR, and then you press with DDR. Like that's the reasoning for the draft. It's kind of fun, but you need to have ER units built, basically. So yeah, I don't. Like I don't have enough at least. I don't have 3F Belayan. I only have one 3F. Luluka, nothing special, like just somewhat IER to resist Conqueror, and then some effectiveness to tag haste and stuff. Roana, I made mine high defense so I could tank Gala, but it's never been useful so far. So I don't think it's very important, but I mean, you can if you want. Otherwise, just go like 30k HP or some shit. And then for artifacts, this is actually not that bad, but I think the best probably Idol Shears. And otherwise, probably Stellar Pass. Stellar Pass is pretty good. But like this is okay. You don't draft her all that much realistically anyway, so just give her whatever you have free. Aywin. Yeah, like you just want protection, HP. Ideally, your spare stats like should be effectiveness, like on weapon and stuff, right? Like you do want, like here for instance, I have attack for some fucking reason, but ideally it'd be like speed or effectiveness, and yeah, the effectiveness. But like yeah, it's fine if you don't have any, but it's nice to have some. Mostly because you playing with DDR a lot. So like 23 obviously doesn't do shit. But 73 is pretty good. 73 tags a lot of stuff. Belayan, I have one on protection because sometimes it can be nice. Sometimes can be nice, I like it. And I have one on counter, which is kinda useless right now, but never know. Charmin. Just tanky one with like 100. I wouldn't go above 130 speed because then your Laia doesn't lap you. Like the reasoning with like below 130 speed is that your Laia takes a turn, and then she's gonna take another turn right before Charmin. So like even if Charmin is like slept or whatever, you can just S2. You can just S2 and then like Charmin S3. So that's really nice. Senya, yeah, my Senya is on completely dog gear, I never draft her. I don't think she fits turn 2 at all. Like I don't think she fits turn 2 at all. This is for Slapdancer. I'll show you the draft after, but yeah. Candy, I like to, yeah, I'm back to a very tanky Candy, I like it a lot. If you play Candy with dual attackers, like Cilias, like Politis, like whatever, you want a very high damage Candy, but the way I play mine, I'd rather be tanky, basically. Because I only drafter against Cleave and stuff like that, so I want a tanky Candy. Add in, yeah, this is just against, like, sometimes against Yufin and stuff. Like, you draft add in, then you just press S3 and then GG. Like, you one tap the Yufin. You need to be really slow for that, though, so yeah, I'm on attack boots. Like, you really want to go after the Yufin. Spez, I don't really play him. I think, like, Spez, I feel like he's best with Cilias, with, like, Cilias Candy. Otherwise, it's kind of awkward to draft, because he's really weak to Candy. He's really weak to, like, quite a few stuff, actually, so I don't really draft him overall. I do think he's okay, but you need to draft in a very specific way, basically, for him to be strong. Yeah, this was for Christy, so... yeah. Well, just a fast one. You just, like, honestly, like, effectiveness doesn't even matter all that much. You mostly just wanna be fast. And so you can cut cleavers, basically. And then, like, if your opponent plays really slow, you can just slam her and then one-tap something. It's always nice. Solitaria. Solitaria, kind of same reasoning as Monk. You only play Solitaria against very slow players, so go high effectiveness. Like, you're gonna play against, like, Japan, basically. Like, they're gonna go 300 Yarshu. So you need to be able to tag them. So you go, like... ideally, you do want 250 plus speed, but, like, if your 250 plus speed Solitaria is, like, 100 effectiveness, just go slower. I think it's fine. Like, you really need to tag, otherwise she's useless. SSV, I think she's really bad. But she doesn't take anyone's gear, so she's geared, but... like, she doesn't really do enough. She doesn't really have enough damage, basically. Doesn't really have enough damage. Like, even on Symbol with this, like, she still doesn't do shit. So I don't know. Sharoon, best artifact, Guardian X Crystal, only have 2, so here we are. Ideally, she wants to be a lot faster, and you, like, ideally you want more effectiveness too. Like, I need to re-gear her, but I'm lazy, so I haven't done it, because I honestly, very rarely draft her. But, yeah. Something keep in mind, when you draft Sharoon, you need follow-up. So, like, the way I draft Laia, debuffer, mitigation, usually, right? Or, like, debuffer, mitigation, if I playing against Laia. Sharoon needs follow-up. So, you need to have one carry, or at least one carry in your team. So, either you pick it on 3, or you pick 2 on 4 and 5. Because, like, Sharoon's Sharoon's strength is the fact that she can defense break on S3. But, like, if your team is, like, I know, like, Laia, Aywin, DDR, and then you have Sharoon, who the fuck is gonna use the defense break, basically? No one, so, yeah. Keep that in mind when you draft her. You need follow-up. Bdom, my build is okay, nothing crazy, but yeah, just go pure bulk, basically, and immunity, like, it's nice. My cat's losing it. Yeah, pure bulk, immunity, and that's it, like, as fast as you can. But do give her some bulk, like, if it's really important that she stays alive, and yeah, Guardian Ice Crystal, just broken artifact, so... well, I built her like that, same, like, to be safe from Gala. It's not really useful overall, but nah. Sometimes when your opponent just goes new curse, she's kinda nice to have. Bellona, nothing special, just like, I have high damage 1, you can go a bit lower damage, more bulk. Doesn't really matter. Just draft her into Candy, basically. And guy. I'm a bit fast though, like, maybe I should make him slower. It's fine. Nothing special either. Shu. Okay, Shu, you really want Sweet Miracle Shu. If you can make Sweet Miracle Shu, you can go ER Shu. But Sweet Miracle Shu is like 10 times better, I'm not even kidding. Like, it's much better. Yufin, this is my destruction one, I like it a lot. I like this build like more right now, and then I have a lifesteal one. The difference between, like, okay, if you draft Yufin early, you want lifesteal. Because if you early draft Yufin, your opponent's probably gonna try to kill her. So lifesteal makes a lot of sense, because they're gonna go like adding, they're gonna try to kill you, basically. So then you kinda want to stay alive, so lifesteal helps a lot with that. If you draft Yufin late into the draft, like in 4 and 5, you don't, like, your opponent won't really have time to answer her in a clean way. Like, they won't be, it's gonna be really hard for them to kill her, to pick the units that kill her in time. So you just want pure damage, basically. You just, like, because she won't get focused. Like, she won't get focused most of the time, so you just wanna do damage. And then Zio, yeah, nothing special. Like 100 effectiveness because why not? Like it's always nice. I very rarely draft him though, I'll be honest. Haste, I've been thinking like maybe he needs immunity, but like I lose 1k HP, 100 defense. But immunity is kinda nice on him, honestly. But you just go like 10k counter and like Celestine. And then, yeah, you do want, like, I know everyone's playing 20k Ace right now, but you do want HP on him, otherwise, like, you won't heal anything and you won't do any damage on S3, so it kinda sucks. And finally, DDR. Immunity is really important on him. Like, it's gonna win you a lot of games, simply because, like, the point of immunity is to make sure you can press turn 1, basically. And DDR is one of those units where you really wanna press turn 1. Like, there's no, like, almost no situation where you're not gonna press turn 1. So immunity helps a lot with that. And then 100 effectiveness and then pure bulk. For speed, like 230 minimum, I would say. Like, it's really nice to have him fast. And yeah. That's it for my builds. Now let's review some drafts. Okay, man, this guy is too strong. Okay, so what are the drafts being played right now? Let's see. So yeah, this is average Cleave draft. If you see Zio first pick, if you see Zio first pick, or like even second pick, okay, so if your opponent starts with Zio and Belayan is pre-ban, you go like first Laia, then Ace. Like Ace over DDR. If your opponent goes Senya, like they pre-ban Belayan, they go Senya, you go DDR on 2. If they go Zio, you go Ace. Like because Senya, she can work in a slower draft. If they go Zio, they're probably like they're 100% just gonna cleave you. Like they're not gonna try, not gonna pivot, they're not gonna do anything else. Just gonna cleave you. You go Ace. It's great here. If they go Zio, you don't like Aywin isn't that useful on 3. I'll be honest because Zio is here, right? So like what does like you can just S3 Aywin, then Aywin loses his passive, so it's not that good. If there's no Zio, you can't go Aywin on 3. It's really strong. It stops like it's annoying for Ran. It stops the Briseria completely. So Aywin on 3. If there's Zio, you can go Armin on 3. Then against Cleave, you pretty much always go AOL on 4. Like no matter the situation, it's always like yeah, basically no matter what, go AOL on 4. Because even if they haven't picked any, let's say my opponent has first pick here, right? So they go like let's say they go Zio, Ludwig, and then something that does damage. I don't know, like Dominiel, whatever. Like they go 3 single target, right? Like somewhat single target because Ludwig is gonna AoE, but you get my point. You still go AOL on 4 because if you don't, 4-5 they're gonna go run Briseria and then you lose the game because you don't have enough units to answer basically because you only have 1 pick left. So you always go AOL on 4 into Cleave. It's really strong. Yeah, and then for last, it depends what they go for. Here I had last pick, so I could just go. I had last pick, I could just commit to banning Briseria. If I don't have last pick, and they have Ran for instance here, they have like Briseria here, and then they can go Ran. I would probably go something that prevents Ran, like Elena. I would go Elena basically. Like this is where you pick Elena because then you can just like be safe basically from like AoE. Yeah, this is the draft I was telling you about. Like you don't want Aywin though, it doesn't do anything. You want like you want Belayan on 3, like 3F Belayan on 3, and then like 2 ER units on 4-5. But yeah, like if your opponent like I got lucky here, but if you draft Aywin on 2 and Belayan on 4, they're gonna go Yufin and like a fast unit like Strays, and then you lost the game. So yeah, don't go Aywin on this draft. If you wanna play this draft, don't go Aywin. But yeah, this is really annoying. Like this is, in my opinion, the most annoying draft in the game. Like for me to face at least. Laia, Monk, like Laia on 1 and Monk on 3. It's so annoying to face. Like it's so annoying to face. This is the draft I can't really help you with. Like you can try this, Christie. So DDR, 3F Belayan, Christie. and then 2 ER units. So like Gala, Chiron if you want, Genoa, stuff like that. Outside of that, I actually don't know what to pick. So I'm just, I just draft random shit most of the time. Like, it's too annoying to face. If they let me have Bdom, I go Bdom on 3. Like, if they go like Laia, Siamin, Monk, I'll go Bdom on 3. But if they don't let me have Bdom, it's really like, yeah, what do you even pick? Like, it's really annoying. Okay, another cleave. It's a very weird one though. So maybe like this isn't a common cleave, so let's maybe not go. Okay, this is a very common draft. But it's very easy to identify. So I think my draft was okay here, just Kanda RNG because I have you fit into Genoa. So it depends when I counter basically. So this was Kanda RNG. The best way to go about it is to draft a non-protection knight on 3. Like, because all of them go Opsig, like they all go Opsig for some reason, but like if you draft a non-protection knight on 3 and they go Opsig, you instantly win the game. Okay, Flagster? So yeah, that's really strong. And overall, yeah, like Laia DDR, protection, like non-protection knight on 3, and then depends what they go. You can go Ruel for last, it's really good. Like if they go Gala, you can go Ruel, it's really good. You can go like strong units against this draft. Like I think Laia DDR is like a staple. Like I think you all wait, why did I go Laia actually? Wait, sorry, you don't go Laia into this draft. What the fuck am I doing? Okay, Amid draft. They pre-ban Zio Cleave. Like this was a one-time thing. They pre-ban Albedo, I don't know why. But usually they pre-ban Zio Cleave. You see Zio Cleave pre-ban, you want DDR. Oh yeah, I went Laia because there was no Albedo. What I usually do is DDR, Aywin, Albedo, and then you can do Ruel, you can do Bdom, you can do all of those basically. Or you can even do like Monk potentially depending on the draft. Depending on what they go for, you can go Monk. You can go 3F Belean if you have one, it's really strong as well. So all of those are like good options. Very nice. Another very common draft right now. Senya, Nuker, Peira, or Ran sometimes, but usually Peira, Roana, and like for last, another Nuker usually. Like I don't know why he picked this, but this is like, so like we just win trading basically. But yeah, Senya, Gala or Genoa. Gala or Genoa 2-3, like on 2 is gonna be the most common. Sometimes Candy, but usually it's gonna be, usually it's not gonna be Candy. Peira, Roana, and then another Nuker. Or Monk. I think Monk is like the strongest last pick for this draft, but you need to have last pick. This draft is much better as second pick than first pick. Because you really want last pick, and then you go Monk, then it's the fourth ban. But whatever. It's really hard to tank. I think the best bans against this are like, either you ban the second pick, or you ban the fourth pick. Like I think those are the like very strong nukers usually. Like it's gonna be Gala or Genoa with attack buff, which is like 15k true damage, or you can ban Roana. Like Roana is a lot of, not only she's a lot of damage, but she pushes you back, which is so annoying, and she resets you. Like that's just insane tempo for your opponent. So yeah, I think ideally you wanna ban 2 or 4 if you can. But if they have last pick, which they like, yeah, this draft is best on 2. If they have last pick, they go Monks, kind of a first ban, so it can be really awkward. And then you just have to tank it, basically. But yeah, Laia, DDR, like, most of the time, you go Laia, DDR, Aywin, Albedo. Like, it's just... Like, if you want to tank down, you want those 4, basically. Like, Albedo is a bruiser, he gives you mitigation, Aywin is like the best knight in the game by far, gives you Aureus, DDR makes you, like, DDR just gives you injury, gives you Ice Crystal, it gives you tempo, it gives you, it just gives you everything basically. And then Laia because, yeah, like 30k HP unit, she has a cleanse. And she makes you safe against Monk. So, yeah. Okay, here what happened? Oh, I tried Biblis. Okay, but I should have banned Cilias here, now would have been fine, I think. But yeah, I tried Biblis and she didn't do much actually. She didn't land a single debuff this game, so... But yeah, I should have banned Cilias, just a ban issue. This draft isn't that common, so I won't really go over... I won't go over it, it's not a very common draft. Like, I just want to show you common drafts right now. Okay, here it's really weird. Okay, but I'll go over it because it do happen from time to time. Your opponent pre-ban DDR and first pick Laia. I think you have to pick Monk. Like, I like Monk Tywin the best here. And then whatever, but I like Monk Tywin a lot here. Because if you have to play against Monk or Tywin and they have Laia, it's a massive pain in the ass. So I think it's best to just like secure them both. And then you draft from there. You just draft from there. Like, it's annoying, but I don't really see, like, if there's no DDR and your opponent goes Laia and you can play fast at all, like, I do think if you can go like Celia Skendi, it can be okay. If you can go Celia Skendi, yeah, like, I would just go, I think you have to secure those two, because otherwise you're gonna die to them, basically. Another cleave. Yeah, as I was saying, always those three, Aywin on 4. I mean, always those two. Like, here I didn't go for, yeah, that's what I was telling you earlier. I didn't go for Tywin because there's already Zio. So what does Tywin do? Nothing. He's gonna get S3'd by Zio. So why would I go Tywin? I should go see Armin. She's more mitigation. She works against Senya as well. So yeah, just go Tywin. And then here I just ban this because, like, yeah, just gonna ban my, I know he's gonna ban my AOL, so just ban the Brice area. And then haste, if your opponent tries to kill you, always go haste. What is this? Yeah, this is one of those rare drafts where Karina is kinda good. Like, they go, like, here I could have picked, like, if I had immunity area, I would have picked immunity area. I don't, so I went for Karina. Like, Karina is really strong against Genoa, so. But like, it isn't a common draft, so whatever. Yeah, I mean, those drafts you just have to tank them, so it's like just gonna be a gear check basically. Like, if you can't outspeed, it's gonna be a gear check basically. Like, it is what it is. This, yeah, like, this was really the well draft. Like, this is really annoying. Monk on 4. I should have drafted Monk earlier myself. Like, here what I wanted to do was, because I drafted like this, I wanted to, so I picked a Tywin to deny the Tywin and then Sharon. So I would just be, like, my reasoning was, I'm just gonna be able to pick 2 carries on like 4-5 and then take advantage of the defense break. But then he picked Monk himself, and then I was kind of fucked, because how the fuck do I answer Monk? I can go Bdom here. I don't have slots for Bdom because I picked Sharon. And so Sharon is completely worthless if I don't, I'm down 1 unit if I don't have 2 carries on 4-5. Yeah, I had to pick 2 carries, and then like I lost the draft, but then Monk missed a seal on Sharon and I won the game. Like, that's gonna be most games you play, like most of your loss with Monk, you're gonna miss a seal, you're gonna lose on the spot. So yeah, great unit overall. Yeah, like, I lost the draft here. But again, this isn't a common draft, so I won't go over it. Won't go over it more than this. No one drafts like this. No one drafts like this either. What the fuck is that? Yeah, like, same draft. Senya, Gala, Peira, Roana. Like, Senya, Nuker, Peira, Roana. Happens a lot. Here, okay, my opponent's mistake is, like, they drafted SSV, so I could just ban Senya, basically. Like, the thing with SSV is that she's dog shit, so, like, they draft SSV. Yeah, like, I don't care, like, there's nothing else to say. The reason why I go Yufin here, like, the lifesteal one is better here, because you do want to stay alive against, like, Senya S3 and stuff. So, lifesteal one is better here, you need IHP Yufin. The reason why I go Yufin here is because Gala Senya is insanely hard to tank. Like, if you don't stop their tempo, which Yufin is really good at doing, like, what's gonna happen is, Peira is 2S3, Roana S3, she pushes you back, so you're already at like 50% CR at best, and then Gala is gonna S3, she's gonna push her team, Senya is gonna S3, she's gonna finish off whatever Gala S3 done, right? She's gonna finish it off. And then if it's not dead yet, or like even if it is, Gala is gonna take yet another turn. Like, it's so hard to play the game into that. Like, it's so hard. Because it's so much tempo. Like, Gala taking two, like, you have to think, Roana S3, Senya S3, Gala S3, Senya S3, Gala S1. Like, it's impossible to, like, it's so much tempo. You're gonna be behind so much on tempo that you basically, it's impossible to recover, basically. Because you can just, like, this team, you can just, like, it's hard to kill. It's not just pure aggro. Like, you still have to go through you still have to go through escort from Pera. You have to go through Pera cycling and like stunning your units. You have to go through Roana defense breaking your unit. And then you can kill the Gala because you're gonna be in the back. So you can kill the Gala. You have to kill Senya first. But by the time you've killed Senya, Gala is gonna have another S3 basically, or like your entire team is gonna be dead. So yeah, this draft is really strong. But here they drafted a very bad 5 picks, so I got lucky. But yeah, overall, always draft like this. Like, yeah. Like, Laia, DDR, Aywin is like so broken. Here, the same draft again. So this time it's run on 3. Okay, my reasoning for haste here, like, you may think, why not go? Because here, if you see run on 3, you go well, and then usually you can go potentially like Elena, right? If you can go Elena if they don't have, if their follow-up is like Ludwig, because you're gonna cut the Ludwig. Here, their only follow-up is like Roana. And like potentially if Roana takes a turn, then she pushes me back, so then they have Senya, then they have Genoa. But the thing is, Roana and Genoa and Senya, all of those, they don't really take advantage of defense break. Like Senya already has, Senya is 100% def pen, Genoa 100% def pen on S3, and Roana has like 50% defense pen. Like, no, actually, wait, she's 100%, right? I think she's like 100% as well. So like, I don't care that much about the defense break here, so I just went ace. Because like, cleansing the defense break here, even assuming I could, which into Roana I can, because she's gonna push back my Elena, but even assuming I could, it's not really worth it here. Like, I need to keep that, like, you cleanse defense break if it's actually useful for your opponent, right? Like, otherwise, like, if your entire team has defense pen, why do I care about defense break? Like, I can just go ace and then thank you. So, yeah. Here, I don't know what the fuck this is, but yeah, you're not gonna see that much. Yeah, this was really smart by my opponent, but here, like, you just ban, you ban Zio here, and if you have immunity ace, you win the game, basically. But, like, even if you don't have immunity ace, like, one counter and you win, so, like, yeah, it's kinda RNG. Because, so, if he has Zio, immunity ace doesn't do much, because he's just gonna S3 Zio. But here, like, so the play is gonna defense break ace, obviously, and then it's gonna full burn. If I counter him a single time, I heal back to full, and I don't one-shot him here, but like, yeah, I heal back to full, so it's kinda awkward for him. And then if I heal back, like, had I countered his S2, would have healed back to full, he S3, I'm still alive, so yeah. And then I have skill null, and then it's really annoying for my opponent. But yeah, against this, if you can make it, immunity ace is really strong. Okay. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is KJ's Cleave. It's really annoying. So what he does is he goes either Laia or DDR, whatever. But the main thing is he goes Aywin, Bdom on 3 with Brigitta's artifact. So she's gonna give 20 souls to his team, and then he goes 2 books. So it's usually Roy and like Melissa or some shit. And then he just one-taps your entire team, so be somewhat mindful of that. This is really strong. And this is why I picked Belayan here, because I've faced this before, so I know it's gonna be, it's book Bdom basically, so Belayan is really strong. And if you don't have immunity on your entire team, you have to ban Aywin. If you do have immunity on your entire team, if you do have immunity Laia and stuff, you ban DDR. If you don't have immunity, you ban Aywin. Yeah, no one draft this. Just another cleave, like, yeah. Like here, again, I have last pick. I know he's not, like, there's no run or anything, so I don't have to go Elena. So I just go Ufin and then I ban Briseria. Okay. LQC would have been really good this game, but I mean, yeah, Arya just works. Arya works just fine. But this is a very weird draft again. Oh wait, we went through this already. Yeah, this is one of those rare occasions where Zio is actually kind of nice to have. Like, my opponent just go LPK for fun, I go Zio. Yeah, no one drafts like this. No one really drafts like this either. But those are the kinds of draft where, like, assuming they go like, here they went Destina, but if they go like Ace and stuff, like, actually even Destina, like LQC would have been really good, right? You go LQC here, and you just extinct the shoe, and you cannot just win from there, basically. Like, it's so much tempo, you just win from there. Yeah, nothing special. Here, okay, here I shouldn't have picked Ace. It's like another, like, it's a bit of a different variation. But here I picked Ace. Honestly, like, it was a Giga RNG loss, but even then I still drafted poorly. It was because, like, there's no Senya, there's no Genoa. So Ufin is insane here. Ufin is absolutely insane. Like, she completely cucks Celine's push. She completely cucks Roana's push. She's like it's just Ufin on 5. It was a big misspeak. And then I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't know what the fuck this is. And I don't know what the fuck this is. But yeah. Yeah, I think those are like, I went through like the main drafts. So you're gonna see Amit Cleave. You're gonna see Senya Peira Cleave. And you're gonna see pure Cleave with like Ludwig Cleave. Yeah, Amid, Senya Peira, Ludwig, and then the rest is mostly gonna be slow players, basically. So slow players, you're just gonna, like, I can't help that much, sadly, but like the main thing is, like, if your opponent goes Laia, you go DDR Aywin. Like, it's really important to secure them. It's really annoying for your opponent as well. And if you, okay, that's it. Those are the two sides of the matchup, basically. And then if you're the one playing Laia, what I do if my opponent goes DDR Aywin, usually I'd go Monk Yarmin. And then depends, like, yeah, then you go from there, basically. So yeah, I think that's it. Do we have anything else? We went through builds, we went through what's meta, we went through how to draft, kinda. I mean, I showed quite a few drafts. And yeah, I think that's it. Right. Thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope that helped some of you. Hope you have a great day. Peace.